It is 8 a.m. on this Tuesday morning, November 26, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Chillo Morning News on this Tuesday morning, November 26, 2019. And good morning, all. This lovely Tuesday morning, November 26, 2019, 8 a.m. And it is 30 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Chillo Morning News at 8 a.m. is Judge tells Trump he's not a king. The president is not so sure. Trump makes a case that supports for impeachment of his fallen using non-existent polls. Trump tells LIC West absolve war criminals who kept faith for him. K-Fire, wind-driven blaze burning above Santa Barbara, prompts evacuation. White House reveals names of Turkey's destined for Trump pardon. Supreme Court temporarily blocks disclosure of Trump's financial records. Texas woman killed by feral hogs outside a home in an unbelievably tragic incident. House Democrats are women arranged to reach a U.S. NBCA trade deal, Pelosi says. Tough as nails, weight liver 82 fence off home invader with TV tray and a shampoo. Tucker calls and blames media for impeachment, Bush says Democrats have lost. Beijing was coveted its Hong Kong allies would win after the election and was silent. Louis Kuala dies from injury suffered in Australia fires. Albania hit by 6.4 magnitude earthquake, killed at least 700 and 300. China says upbeat about trade deal with the U.S. Alabama raises billions of dollars in Hong Kong despite protests. Ford challenged Tesla to an apples tug of war between pickup trucks. Bus says bring it on. Now Jones Industrial average its new higher small caps lead market higher. Okay, stocks now. Up 1.85 at 28,066.47. The SP 5 up 23.35 at 3133.64. And Nasdaq up 112.66, Fire and draft building skills reach as fluid forces challenge. 16 million-year-old fossil shows springtails jacket on wing termite. Look at that news from the wires. Israel's top law enforcement officer says there's no legal ground to force Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to resign in the face of 3 corruption charges against him. $6.10 unreserved as 6.4 magnitude earthquake strikes Albania. Three Baltimore men convicted in 1983 of murder at 14-year-old Georgetown University jacket have been freed and exonerated for the crime. Severe Thanksgiving travel delays expected in major U.S. cities. Officials' body found in Alabama. Wiggins is likely anti-Blanchard. President Trump signed the nation's first ever federal animal anti-cruelty bill into law. Edinburgh area lawmakers mostly drive to work despite traffic congestion. Police suspect committed an Edinburgh bank robbery. Edinburgh wins case challenging the legality of sludge landfill. Bristol County DA signs alarm over roadway fatalities. Edinburgh, the level of certain contaminants known as total trialuminams or TTHMs in the city's drinking water have gone down significantly since last year at the time when they were out of compliance with the state regulations according to the latest test results. Peter Cello. News time is 8:04. Time now for Sports Report. Boston Celtics edge at the Sacramento Kings 103-102. Boston Bruins take on the Montreal Canadiens. Game time 7 o'clock in Montreal. Russia should get 4-year Olympic WADA committee recommends. 2019 Maui Invitational scores. Brian Ryu beats UCLA will beat Kansas in the semifinals. Jim Harbaug's Wolverines still looking to crack the Buckeye Night and Peter Chill News Time is 8:04. Time now for Peter Chill Traffic Trends to check on this Tuesday morning. Beep! On the MTA subway looking good. Commuter rail. Newburyport train 155. 7:40 a.m. from North Station all the way 5 minutes past between Chelsea and Newburyport and River Line train 191. 7:08 a.m. from North Side to Auburn, 10 Ravens, Blake between Chelsea and Belbury due to big early mechanical issue. Okay, looking at that with the Bobbies and the wing on this Tuesday morning. In Providence. 95, southbound side, over between Spectrum, Providence, 95, northbound side, over between 30 Walk to the downtown Providence, 185, westbound side, over between Seacock to the downtown Providence, 146 southbound, so before Route 35 downtown Providence, 146 southbound side, over between 1468 out of Route 123, the Lakewood Down stretch, 295 of the southbound side from Route 6 and Justin down Route 12 Crescent, 295 of the northbound side, also Route 12 Crescent. Newport Bridge to the westbound side, a little bit slow, Battle Bridge to the southbound side, a little bit slow. James Silas, got a ridge is out, looking good. Route 6 to the eastbound side, Little on Quick Meeting Road in East Sandwich, and then Hippiskin after Route 134 in South Dennis. Borden Bridge on the southbound side, a little bit slow. 495 on the southbound side, also Route 24 in Raynham, Bridgewater area. 24 on the northbound side, also Route 44 in Raynham. 95 northbound side, so between 27 and Shannon, the 128 Canton. 24 northbound side, so between 128 Canton and all the way down to Avon around Harrison Boulevard, the northbound side, Route 24. 485 at the northbound side, also Route 85, Hamilton, and the Mass Back in downtown Boston. Route 3 at the northbound side, slow around the Plymouth stretch, and then just get between Marshfield and all the way down. Range split. 7 Expressway at the northbound side, so between Braintree split down to South Boston. 7 Expressway southbound side, so the north Jersey stretch. 128 at both ends is back between 3 and 4 Canada and Braintree split. 128 at the northbound side is back between Randolph on the way down, Route 20 in Waltham. 128 southbound side, so between Linfield all the way down to Woburn. 128 at the northbound side, so the Red End stretch. 93 on both ends, the Little and downtown Boston. Mass Pike eastbound side, slow between Route 9 and Framingham all the way down to the also rat tolls. Mass Pike westbound side, so between Loderburg down to the also rat tolls. 3 to the southbound side, so between Route 4 and Chelsea all the way down to 128 at Burlington. 93 southbound side, so between 45 and Lawrence all the way down to St. Chris downtown Boston. 93 at the northbound side, so between Soda down to Redden. 95 looking good from 128 to New Hampshire Portal, 128 at the northbound side, so between Peabody all the way down to Route 114. 495 at the southbound side, so around Route 83 out of Lawrence and all the way down to Chelmsford. Tonight, eastbound side, so 146 to the route out of Worcester. 146 at the northbound side, so 298 Worcester. And tonight, eastbound side, also 495 out of Barber. Peter Childu's time is 8:07. Time now for a weather report. Sunny skies for today. It'll be beautiful. High 59 degrees. Carbon given the southwest from 5 to 8 miles in the morning. For tonight, increased skies to about 35 degrees. Carbon for Wednesday. Showers likely after 4 p.m. Cloud sky by 52 degrees. Under wind. Just pitch to 6% new potential less than 7 inches possible for Wednesday. Showers likely before 8 p.m. Mostly skies for 40 degrees. South about 6 to 9 miles. Coming west side. West kick side is 25 miles an hour. Turns to 6%. New present less than 10 minutes possible for Thanksgiving Day. Chance of showers maybe before 3 p.m. Monthly size skies about 48 to 28 degrees. Northwest about 8 to 15 miles gas size. 30 to 35 miles an hour. Just placed to 30% for Friday. Sunday most crisp about 40 about 22 degrees. North about 8 miles an hour for Saturday. Size skies about 39 degrees. Low 24. Northwest about 3 to 6 miles an hour for Sunday. Rain and snow showers likely. Mostly skies about 41 about 30 degrees. At Carbon Camp to the east about 6 miles an afternoon. Just with 7% for Monday. Snow showers, most skies for 39 degrees, and off around 9 to 40 miles, gas size 31 miles an hour, chance of 30% right now. And north it is overcast. It is clear and it's 30 degrees. That's good for the Peter Channel Morning News on this. To the bottom, November 26, 2019. Peter Woods, hope you have a good morning and goodbye day. Hope you have a wonderful day.